Hi, my name is Zisimos Koustas. I'm an economist and a member of the BUFA Pension Committee. I'd like to take a few minutes to bring you up to speed with some of the pension-related issues that will face the university and BUFA in the near future. The Ontario government, in its recent budget, announced its intention to reform the public sector pensions. Now, this legislation was supposed to be tabled during this fall, but due to recent political developments, it has been pushed back to perhaps the spring. Okay, the government expects that single employer public sector funds will move to a 50-50 cost-sharing formula in the next 5 years. And they plan to pursue that by negotiation at first and introduce legislation if necessary. The government's intention is to relieve the budget pressures on university budgets. Another initiative that the government is contemplating is the creation of a super fund in excess of $40 billion that will pool the assets of single employer pension funds in the public sector that have assets less than $1 billion. So that obviously will affect our pension fund if it comes into effect. The objective is to reduce administration costs through avoiding duplication and increase performance by allowing a large enough pool of assets that can be invested in alternative investments, such as, for example, real estate, derivatives, and commodities. The third objective of the government is to encourage the establishment of joint sponsorship pension plans along the lines of the teachers' pension plan or OMERS. And the objective there is to have to shift some of the risk from employers to employees, because the nature of these funds is such that benefits are related to contributions. So funding shortfalls can be addressed by either reducing benefits or increasing contributions, or both. At present, cost sharing between employer and employee at BROC is on a 60-40 basis, which means that if we move to a 50-50 cost sharing formula, the university will reduce its contributions from 9% at present to 7.5%, and employees will also increase their contributions from 6% to 7.5%. The implication of that is that net after deductions pay will be reduced by 1.5% per year for the remainder of an employee's working life. Similarly, for the jointly sponsored pension plan, there's not enough detail to assess its implication for our fund. The government is determined to pursue these objectives. So the BUFA Pension Committee has been trying to keep educated on these issues. We are in communication with OCUFA, and we're trying to develop responses to the government initiatives when they come. On another related issues, universities are facing challenges with respect to their funding positions. And although our fund is in a relatively better position than many other Ontario university funds, we're still faced with some serious challenges. Our more recent actuarial valuation showed a deficit of $34 million, up from $4 million that was in the previous valuation that took place in 2009. The greatest part of this funding deficit is due to the lower discount rate that was used in the more recent valuation, 5.25%, as opposed to 6% used in the previous valuation. These discount rates are based on actuarial assumptions that depend on the level of long-term government bond rates. These rates have been declining for some time, and there's no indication that they will be rising in the near future. As a result, the present value of future liabilities, which is essentially the promise to pay pensions, will be increasing, and that will be leading to pension shortfalls on a going concern basis. The university is already experiencing the effect of these increasing deficits that have to be amortized within 15 years, and has experienced an increase in its payments to the pension fund from $420,000 that was after the previous valuation in 2009 to $3.4 million following the recent valuation in 2011. In summary, markets are not expected to produce high returns in the near future as a result of a number of global challenges, and long-term interest rates are unlikely to rise. This, in combination with the fact that actuaries usually take some time to adjust their assumptions to changes in interest rates, is rather negative for the development of the funding shortfalls in our plan. So the challenges facing the university and BUFA will continue for some time.